This is day 29 for me and learning how to code in SwiftUI. Now today I'm going to be building a project, but before I get into that, they basically told me, hey, learn about lists before you dive into the project because that's what we're going to be working with for the remaining two videos. So I'm like, okay, let me get into this. So what is a list, right? List is a view type in SwiftUI that presents a data in a scrollable list. So it's similar to UI Table View and UI Kit framework for regular Swift. And from what I'm noticing here is that there's two ways you can create a list, both statically and dynamically. Statically is just by you typing out each one of the views within the list brackets itself. But then for the dynamic list, you can actually create some sort of loop that creates each item for you based off of what the item is. Sorry about that. Three types. So static, dynamic, and mixing of static and dynamic. So it's just like a whole bunch of stuff you could do with it if you truly understand how lists work. And on top of that, you could add sections within a list so that way you can organize the headers based off of the content presented to you in that scrollable list. The next thing I worked on was basically how to access text files within my bundle. Now, what is a bundle? A bundle is essentially a folder that contains your app's resources like code, images, text, files, whatever. And now the reason why I'm learning this is because I'm going to have to figure out where in my bundle is the file that's stored with all of the 8,000 possible words for my game. So in this line of code here, I'm basically accessing the file in my bundle. Then I'm loading the file contents into a string and then basically converting that string into an array based off of my certain, preferences, right? In this case, I want it to be each word within the array instead of just one big long text, which is why the / or \n is there. And one of the most important things I've learned is basically how to use UI text checker to check for spelling, because in this game, I'm going to have to check against if the word is real, original, if it's too long, and I guess if it's, what was the other one? I think it was if it was too short too. I'll double check the rules in a bit, but this is what I've been learning so far. Stay tuned for tomorrow for part 2, where I basically put all this learning together and actually start coding alongside with the instructor for this video. Peace.